We had such a solid plan to deal with Decimillipede that I feel like not fighting it would make me sad, which is exactly why I'm gonna rest. Fight this elite. Let's do it. That's 44 damage. Here's a Flick Flack, and it's really that easy. Awesome. Hello everybody, welcome back to Slay the Spire 2, where we are playing on the beta branch, and Prepared is dead. Let's go ahead and get into the run. Okay, we have gold, adding strikes and defense to your deck as silent, and Niao's Torment. Well, I only really want the gold, to be completely honest with you. But also I've been dying to elites a lot in the early game. I'm wondering if Niao's Torment, it picks up 2 cards now, I think. This card got buffed. I really don't understand what they want to do with this card, because I'm assuming it's supposed to be an analog. Is that the right term? It's supposed to be similar to Niao's Lament, where it like helps you in the early game, but I just don't understand how you're ever supposed to use 2 random cards from your discard pile when you draw 5 cards a turn. Like, I guess if you only have 1 strong card in your deck, like you drafted a strong card, and then you want to put the strong card back in your hand, then you can pick those cards up without needing to draft more cards. You know what? I think I talked myself into it. I'm going to give it a try, and we will see how it goes. It's going to be hard to put cards in our discard pile now that they've nerfed Prepared. Unfortunately, it's probably necessary. I mean, I already filled out a report, or feedback? I gave some feedback, because I was like, listen, I know that Prepared is this crazy combo thing that people use to infinite, and overall I'm glad that they are targeting infinites. I do not enjoy infinite gaming. It ruined my favorite Slay the Spire 1 character, Watcher, because it got boiled down to just do that. Not super fun. So I told them, like, I wanted a card selection tool that's not acrobatics, because you just don't find acrobatics, and it's like, wow, I really wish there was another common in the common pool that I could get that would help me select cards. I actually think... So here's the problem, right, is that, like, they got rid of Prepared, so, like, I don't want to pass this acrobatics, but... Yeah, I mean, I think we take it. Surely we'll find a better Strike Plus. So... Yeah, I was like, I come on some kind of card manipulation something in hand. I know right now that it is a discard outlet. Like, it lets you discard things, but I really don't... I don't know. I don't think I really ever need that. There's also Hidden Daggers. Hidden Daggers is an uncommon, so, like... I know that it does something. It's just kind of like... I wanted card selection. And I think it's people's gut reaction to be like... Oh, well, it had to go because... infinites. And it's like, it's hard to explain that I agree with the philosophy, but I still want the tool. So, it's like... I guess in my mind, I would go... Okay, so the role has changed for the card in a way that people don't like, provided that there are other people who submit similar feedback forms. So, like, how do we give them card selection without it being, like, discard fodder or something like that? And honestly, I'm really surprised they aren't using mechanisms like go to exhaust pile for a turn, so that, like, you can basically enforce once per turns. I think that'd be really useful so that cards can be stronger while still not going infinite and stuff. And there's a ton of, like, really strong stuff, especially in Act 3, that you can do in this game that have nothing to do with going infinite. So, like, you know, I really want to see that part of the design space shine for this game, because it's, like, quite fun when you're doing something finite, but a lot of stuff. You can still combo and be finite about it. Anyways... We are playing a run, and we have a Niao's Fury. And I was thinking, okay, well, we probably want to pick up our best cards. So, theoretically, if we upgrade this Cloak and Dagger, and then we could pick it up with a Niao's Fury, that's, like, fine damage. It actually makes me not want to take the Blade Dance because it exhausts. So, let's try this. Blocking is also good in the Underdogs. I'm really tempted to just take this Serpent form. I mean, it's on sale. Also, it's just like, put it into play. We deal damage. Seems good. Probably not the best with shivs. Yeah, these cards got a lot worse with, I mean, Serpent form was fine. Speedster was really good, but it's fine now because you don't have a zero-cost draw card thing. It's like, it's just 4 extra damage when you play it fair. I just don't see what the problem is. So, let's go Serpent form. And then I think... I'm wondering if I want to take this Untouchable so that I can pair it with this Acrobatics. I'll do it. We're a little bit block heavy, but also it's the Underdogs, and blocking is quite good versus most of the encounters. This doesn't actually raise our block. Let's hope that we can take on an encounter, so that I don't look incredibly dumb when I die. Just gonna start doing some damage here. Okay, we have Acro, pitch this. There's a Cloak and Dagger. Just kind of throw it at random. So I actually was thinking about this fight and trying to play it a little bit better. So we have like 3 turns effectively to get rid of this guy. And sort of the same for this one. It's like this attack, bigger attack, and then it's back on the multi-hit. And then that sort of determines the targeting priority. We blocking here. Blocking still does 4 damage, but it doesn't do 6 to this. This one buffed? No. This one's buffing, and then I think it might be this one. It's like multi-attack into buff, into the build-up attacks, and then, yeah, I think we do this. It's possible that because we have Serpent form, I didn't have to do that, and blocking is, like, acceptable, but I just thought about, like, blocking and then not actually dealing damage to one of the ones that I wanted to. So we have Neutralize. This is a case where Niao's Fury is actually doing something. So let's go ahead and do... I sort of want to hit the 4 on the back before I Niao's Fury it for 10. Let's do 6 here. We're goated at this game. Here is a Neutralize. And we take 6. So it's going to be a big turn next turn. I think we're fine regardless. Like, if we just throw these first. Or... that's fine. I mean, we won't take damage here, but... okay. See, that was pretty good. Blocking is good. Also, Serpent form, not bad. Here's a Blur, a Slice, and a Bouncing Flask. I think our Serpent form is going to be good for a while. I don't know how I feel about Blur. I suppose, like, Acrobaticsing Untouchable into Blur, or, like, even Blur and Niao's Fury Blur, so that we can hold on to block for a few turns. We also have Vambrace, so we can go, like, Blur and then hold the block for next turn. I kind of like Blur here. We also have a block potion we should be aware of. Let's heal. Fight another elite. So this can be the Colony and the Terror Eel. I think we're more happy against Terror Eel. No, we're definitely the Colony because we have block. And Terror Eel kind of wants you to do more damage, so here's hoping. There's the Colony. This guy did get buffed, notably. We were hoping to hit Untouchable there. We didn't, so why don't we just Cloak and Dagger and Blur, and then we get to block a little less next turn. But we draw Untouchable, which kind of sucks. I mean, there was no guarantee we were going to, but... we take 4 here. Now, buff turn luckily covers the Serpent form, which is great. But next turn we are about to get hit for like 24 now? Yeah. What an annoying turn. I felt like this encounter was kind of fine. Like, trying to block for 20 already felt like it was a lot in Act 1. So now it's blocked for 24. Like, I'm really hurting for a footwork or something. This Niao's Fury isn't going to pick up anything. It's really awkward. Let's discard the Strike. Maybe we're just blocking here. Yeah. So I felt like needing to block for 20 was already a lot. Like, I wanted a footwork or something to make that happen. Yeah, now it's, what is this, 32? And I can't kill it this turn, so we're, like, really hoping to pick up Survivor here. We did pick up Survivor, so we're not dead, but it's not great. Here's Neutralize. And then this just kills. Yeah, see, that was really brutal. We even had a block potion there. Flick Flack is some AoE. We don't have AoE yet. We're not, like, in shivs either. We just sort of have, like, this block package. Would love to see a footwork. We can just take another discard card for Flick Flack. For AoE. Now, the problem is that we didn't really evaluate the rest of this route, which is that we don't have any bonfires after this elite. Now, mind you, I wasn't planning on taking, like, 32 damage, but here we are. So I wonder if that means that we take the Anticipate. Anticipate got nerfed, which is kind of funny. Anticipate a little bit better with Untouchable and Blur, also 0 cost for Serpent Form, so let's take it. Take 0 damage in the next, like, 4 hallway fights challenge. Doesn't seem very good. We could go we could go to 1. Be very funny. Let's see if we have anything here that's good. Kind of want to take the Backstab, because Backstab makes it easier to just, like, get rid of the encounter. I was going to say it's good with Meow's Fury, but it's not. So let's go ahead and take the Backstab. Just try and deal enough damage. Yeah, so here we're getting attacked for 15. We can't kill the one in the front. It's going to do multi-attack, then debuff, which I think means we want to get rid of this one. So let's go ahead and Backstab. We play our blocks. Do we play 1 block? Do we Swift Potion? It's not urgent. We can take 1 damage. And we're double blocking anyways, so. It's multi-attack debuff. It's not. It is regular attack then debuff. So what are we doing now? It's going to debuff us. Then this one's going to debuff, and that one's going to be on the multi-hit. So, I mean, stunning it this turn would be great, but we're not going to do that. So let's just do 2 blocks and a Strike Plus. What are we drawing? Meow's Fury. Yeah, we have a lot of hits in the deck, so let's just go 2 defense. There's a Strike Plus. A literal Strike Plus, not one that I drafted. That's 11 HP left. We have Cloak and Dagger to split the difference on the damage. And it's Meow's Fury, and we should be fine here. Hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, okay, it was on the debuff turn. I was like, wait a second. We don't actually have lethal. We're definitely taking this escape plan to pair with our other block sources. Okay, so this is kind of a problem. We can save our double block by not playing escape plan here, which is kind of sick. Let's take out the front. Okay, we could also take 3 to draw 3. Can I get rid of this guy in the front? I don't know. I'm just going to play cards. We can definitely block because we have the Survivor. What are we hoping to pick up with this? Neutralize, Escape Plan, or Anticipate? Okay, maybe Meow's Fury isn't, like, that bad. Maybe it's, like, kind of okay. Okay, so this is 18 plus 6, 24 plus 12, 24 plus 12 is 36. This should be exactly lethal, unless I'm bad at the game. Fantastic. Haze, Slice, Dagger Spray. We didn't actually take the AoE, and we haven't fought the Haze Cloud yet. The Haze Cloud is something that can do a lot of damage to us if we can't get rid of the ads. Notably, the ads nerfed to 8 HP, so Dagger Spray does cleanly deal with them. And, like, we're kind of scared. Like, I'm scared. I'm at 6 HP. We have 2 Swift Potions to cover, like, finding the Dagger Spray if we need to. This is not who we wanted to fight. Okay, weaken here. I suppose if we draw the Dagger Spray, then we're pretty happy when it splits. Vambrace coming in clutch to save our life. Take 12. To our block, not to our face. This is 14 now. We could go 2 defends. We could Swift Potion. I think it's just 2 defends. Take 1. Okay, now we have Niao's Fury doesn't do enough because we are weakened. What a tragedy. Do we do it anyways? I think so. Dagger Spray in the deck still. So we go draw the Dagger Spray. We're huge. Here's AoE. And then I guess hope our next draw is good. Not super attached to the gold because we don't have a shop and we're trying to survive. Our Dagger Spray only does 6. We can... So we need 6... We would actually need Dagger Spray twice, so we actually can't. I don't know if there's some other combination, but we could also just draw or get a different potion. Let's draw 3. This is 12, or that's 10 damage, actually. 1, 2, and then I guess our gold is gone. It does still feel bad to not have it. I still wanted it. Or we're more attached to our life. That is a Reflex Pounce Piercing Wail. Definitely don't care too much about Reflex anymore. We did draft and Anticipate, so maybe that's worth thinking about. Yeah, just Prepare is so much worse. Is Piercing Wail good against this boss? I don't actually know. I'm gonna wager a no. Does Pounce do anything? Not really. I mean, it would actually be Reflex because we have Escape Plan and Anticipate as like 0 costs. Untouchable is kind of a 0 cost if we draft. We could actually draft Prepared and just discard it. A little unfortunate that the extra energy does not line up with the extra cards that we get. So I think we pass. I'm not super excited about it. Okay, this fight will definitely kill us, potentially. It looks like we are dying this turn if we do nothing. So I mean, I just want to see if I can get rid of the guy in the front. Back, sorry. Is this... I mean, they both scale. They made this fight much scarier. Let's draw some cards. That is a Niao's Fury. You can pick up Dagger Spray and Neutralize. There is also a Blur, so we could double Blur. And then pick up Neutralize. Here's Blur 1. Here's Neutralize Blur 2. Not that blocking is particularly good, it's just we drew this Anticipate, and we're pretty happy about it. So this is 15 damage. What do we have left? Just a bunch of blocks. I kind of want to play this Acrobatics so that we can get back to our strikes. Discarding Untouchable here would be really good. Alright. We're now getting hit for 13. That lets us play the Serpent form. I don't know if that's, like, better than just playing our deck. I'm gonna guess that it might be, so let's play it. I mean, we have the energy and we have the block, so, like, maybe it was a mistake. Okay, so we're only taking 15 because this thing definitely needs to die. So I think this is 15. And then this is a Cloak and Dagger. And then Gamba? Nice. We hit it again and again. Still at 5. I think we're going to make it out of this one. Nice. Okay, so we have 5 HP, and we are going to need to heal. Tracking is not super interesting to me. I do kind of want to take the snake bite, because our damage is a little bit anemic. Like, Serpent Form is there, but would really love to resolve a snake bite. You know, while we've bought ourselves a turn off of, like, Blur Anticipate or something. So, let's take this. We're gonna have to heal here. Just, like, need more damage in our deck. Our Act 2 is looking kind of sus. Would love to see an accuracy for our Cloak and Dagger. Would love to see a prepared. Pre-nerf prepared would make this deck a lot better. Okay, well, let's see if we can make it out of Act 1 first. Let's go Neutralize, Backstab. We're gonna save our defend. Obviously, we don't have to defend this turn. 16 damage. I think that's gonna be a Cloak and Dagger. And this defend. This is for 11. I think we can take some damage to resolve the snake bite. Then next turn we're looking at like, you know what? Snake bite good here when we want to play Serpent Form next turn. I kind of want to like Acrobatics, not draw Serpent Form, and then go like Blur Escape Plan and still not draw Serpent Form. That'd be so sick. I actually don't know if it's attacking next turn, now that I think about it. Okay, Snake Bite or blocking. It could also be like, yeah, again, the Acro Defense plus Blur line is, makes me happy, but I'm gonna guess that it's not attacking next turn because it's buffing, because I don't think enemies really do that. Okay, it wasn't attacking. Here's a Serpent Form. Now we've got our scaling online. Blocking would be good. Here's an Acrobatics. We don't have the Untouchable in our deck, sadly. Here is Block, I think. It's 14 damage. We have Snake Bite, Cloak and Dagger. We do need to speed up the clock. Our hope here is basically we draw Anticipate plus Defend in the same turn when it does the big attack. So, like, we can be aware of that. And then aside from that, we want to end it as soon as possible. So here's Cloak and Dagger. Get some Serpent Form value. We're down to 9. This is 16 damage. We can't discard this Untouchable, which sucks. It's still for 13 block. We can also do 11 block and Strike Plus. I'm gonna lean more towards doing more damage. Okay. Box here, I guess. Free Snake Bite is free. Alright, it's pretty unfortunate that we're drawing this Anticipate and Escape Plan now. We do need to block, still, I think. This is 10. We pick up Escape Plan. I think we're hoping to hit Survivor here off of this. That was Anticipate Defend. That still works, I think. This is plus 9, 24. Plus 4 is 28. That's Exactsies? Oh my god. I guess we were hoping for Escape Plan Survivor. No dice on this one. It's too bad. Alright, that's fine. We'll run it back. We'll throw it back, I think. Okay, we have New Leaf, Booming Conch, Precarious Shears. That's a Transformer card. Let's see what we get. Deadly Poison is like the most anemic Strike Plus I've seen in my life. let's see if we can find some more poison cards, I guess. So we have some, like, Bonfire Elite combinations on this side with, like, a shop later. The only way to get to it is through a shop, so it's kind of awkward. We can dodge here into Bonfire Shop Bonfire. And then this is Bonfire into Elite. And I think that's what we're going for. Survivor, defend, deadly poison. 2 strikes, I guess. Dagger throw, flick flack, slice. Goodness. Don't really want these. We have like 3 more encounters to figure it out, but also having a strike plus would help us to take less damage. Let's take the flick flack. Sure. Hopefully we can get some strong defends, like a dodge and roll would be really nice. I feel like I attacked the wrong one again. I'd just be doing that. I'd just be attacking the wrong one. And we're frail. Like 5. Okay. Expertise, flick flack, poison stab. Poison stab is another poison card. We're looking for some good blocks though from our Freshnel lens. Strike, some defense. Take 2. Here is a deadly poison and a pass. Snakebite, a bouncing flask. It is a shame that we have poison stab, deadly poison when we could take this bouncing flask. Here we are. This is rough. This feels like it could be quite rough. It's an AoE. Gonna be 8-7. This one is still gonna be pretty healthy. 2 blocks here. Poison the back. Here's a neutralize. We need to do damage. 4. Here's a bouncing flask. We take 15. It's very painful. Okay, blur and deflect. Both kind of cool. We definitely want one of them. Like the blur. This feels like it's going to be a rest. Which is a shame. Eating that 15 was really tough. Corrosive Wave is unbuyable. Not that I think we would take it anyways. It's a hand trick for 9. Or a fire potion. Or both. Perhaps a card removal. Hand trick on Bouncing Flask, discard it would be cool. We don't have a discard outlet. So why don't we take this fire potion and remove a defend? Maybe a strike? I hope that these 2 potions are good instead of bad. Potion belt. Not online yet. This is Flick Flag Blur. Is that the new version of Tic-Tac-Toe? Flick Flag Blur. I almost want to just, like, fire potion to heal mine. That's for 4. So if the bouncing flask just hits the bag... Okay, that's enough. Orbic acid. We have a prepare. Where are my blocks, dude? Come on. Heal here, sure. Maybe I would have wanted the max HP, but... we upgrade poison stab. This is gonna be tough. Show me 3 good ones. There's Blade of Ink, Tracking, Dagger Spray. I guess... we, like, Blade of Ink, play this attack, and this attack. That might take that one out. It's like, I could play 2 strikes. I can still play the Blur after that. So can we get rid of, like, you? Is that possible? Wow! Big damage. Bouncing Flask. That's enough there. And we're good. Unsettling Lamp is nice. What's a Shadow Meld? You know, Shadow Meld would be pretty cool if we had any block cards in our deck. I think we have to take it anyways, because we are looking to, like, get a block card with the lens on it. Okay, you have an artifact. Let's go Blur. Bouncing Flask. Big block. Defend. We take 2. And a nice 40. Okay, well, the good news is that if we draw our poison cards in the right order, then it doesn't put defends into our card rewards. I'm not tilting. You're tilting. Okay. In the absence of having any block in our deck, I think I upgrade this Blur. Bouncing Flask. Play the Blur. Oh, Shadow Meld. Oh, Shadow Meld. It's already got 30 poison on it, which makes me pretty confident. But overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. It is intangible. Take 2. 40 damage to you, then 30, and I think it's dead. Okay, we definitely have concerns going into Act 2. Those being that I don't know how reliable this deck is at doing basically anything. Just has damage. We have, like, a Blur, which helps us play our Bouncing Flask, I guess. We have a Flick Flack. This Echoing Slash is a little bit late. I wonder if Fan of Knives is better. Fan of Knives is only, like, 16 or 20 versus Echoing Slash. Well, yeah, so I actually think, because I've thought about this before, Echoing Slash is kind of bad because of, with poison. Because the things are probably going to die to the excessive amount of poison on them, which means putting them to the range of 10 is, like, kind of hard, actually. And I've noticed this happen before when I've picked this card, so we're not going to pick it. We're going to take, I want to take the Serpent form, kind of, because it makes us do, like, more stuff. It also means we could, like, scoop the Shadow Meld into, like, just playing blocks and doing damage, which is interesting. Fan of Knives, actually, you know what? I think one of the things we're very scared of in Act 2 is the Decimillipede. So maybe Fan of Knives plus Flex Potion is our solution for that. And then Poison handles the single target fights. Regardless, we're looking for, like, a dodge and roll footwork. Honestly, a dodge and roll. Enchantment Defense with Goopy is kind of cool. We only have... Well, we still have all 5. So that's good. A very Goopy Defend plus Blur is sort of interesting. Relax lets us block and then play like Bouncing Flask and stuff like that. If we upgrade the Shadow Meld, it can cause 0. Notably, this does give us like 2 targets we want to upgrade because Relax Plus is pretty good. So it's that or Goopy Defends. I'm going to be honest with you, I've tried Goopy Defends and I feel like they're supposed to be good. But I've died with them a lot. So I'm going to try this Relax. Let's take the Relax angle. We are probably looking to fight in a lead or 2. This path looks really safe. We could also do something like this. It's basically the same, except there's a shop. So, I mean, I don't know. That just looks really good. So, let's go this way. Hello, Fan of Knives. You'll love to see it. Shadow Meld Blur is like 20 block. Probably want you to be dead in a couple turns. We retain 2 block because we're huge. This is 22 damage, that's 17 block. This is 6 damage AoE. And this is 6 damage up front. Here's a strike. Deflect, Blade Dance, Skewer. Relaxes do draw cards. We are also looking for blocks of like any kind. Just a little sus with our card draw. We're probably interested in Acrobatics. As we normally are, but now we are very interested. That's my Blur! We want that. Give that back. We actually like kind of really need that, so I probably can't let them run away with that. Take back this Blur. That's a backflip. That's an Acrobatics. So the reason we wanted Acrobatics was because of Deflect. Also pairing Deflect and Shadow Meld. We also want to upgrade the Shadow Meld. Yeah. Okay, so I found out in this event, because the last number of times I've just taken the 35, but you can, like, pay HP to get more gold. Or we can take this Holiness Core. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know how good that is. I'm just gonna take it. I know that it could possibly be good. This is an AoE fight. What is our plan for this AoE fight? I really want to use a potion because I'm scared. That is a Speedster. That is one way to do AoE damage. Oh, if only we could have played the Relax. That would have been sweet. I think we are blocking here, though. Okay, that is Fan of Knives. Is it time to Fan plus Flex Potion so that we can preserve our HP a little bit? It is 16 damage. We have 1 block. This is 17 block. To their 18 plus 11 is 29. If only my Shadow Meld was already upgraded. It is not, though. So we could, like... Because I want to upgrade the Shadow Meld before this Elite fight. But if we have the Flex Potion, then that makes our Elite fight a lot... I was gonna say juicier, but that's not really... that's not really what I mean. I think I'm gonna play this and then the Relax. Because we're going to draw extra. Do some speedster procs. Never mind, that doesn't work. Whenever you draw a card during your turn, so drawing a card at the start of your turn doesn't count. I didn't know that. I did not know that. That is terrifying. Okay, so what's our plan now? Play that for sure. We are getting attacked by just about everybody. That gets you. This gets you. And the rest are still attacking me. And I'm very sad because I was hoping that these things would have been gone by now. But now we take 12 damage, and that's really not where we wanted to be. Okay, we're at 15. That's a Noxious Fumes. We will take that. I'm just going to heal now because we're dying. Hello, Entomancer. Say hello to Deflect and the Noxious Fumes. Okay, there's Fan. Fan doesn't really help us here. It's gonna block. Would love to resolve a relaxed. There's a relaxed. Oh, it was on our poison turn though, so that was maybe a mistake. But now we can go like Shadow Meld, Blur, Defend, Bouncing Flask. We're blocking for 1,000,000. We actually still take 2 damage here. That's funny. Now that's 21. Here's a Weaken. There's a Deadly Poison. Try to find some more poison. We didn't find it. I'm gonna not play these attacks, and I'm going to sit here. We'll simply sit. Draw a couple of extra cards. I think Shadow Meld can block this turn. I think. And then it's like 30, then plus 3. Okay. We still take 2. That's so funny. Alright, get out of here. Get out of here, Entomancer. Looks like a backflip type angle. It could actually be Prepare as well. Oops. It could be Prepare because of, like, getting to play the relaxes. But lining that up is hard, I suppose. But backflipping into relax isn't very good. So I think it's still, like, lead on relax and then, you know, use the energy to do more stuff. It's gonna be a rest. Not happy about it. And then I think we upgrade Relax, maybe? We're upgrading something here. I think we want the Shadow Meld, actually, to pair with our Relaxes to block for, like, 34. So we only have 3 energy. Did not find the AoE fight is, like, a little frustrating here. This is 17 plus 6. Oh, we get extra block off the Intimidating Helm now. That's pretty good. That's a Blur. That gives us a lot of block. And I think it is the multi-attack turn next turn. So we go Fan here to get it out of our deck. Give me some energy back. We've got Shadow Meld, Relax, Blur. We have like 66 block. And then hopefully that gives us enough room to... Wait, did I not play the... Didn't play the Noxious Fumes. Play this Deadly Poison. We can still draw into Noxious Fumes here. We did not. That's Shadow Meld, unfortunately. Attacks here don't help. Shadow Meld doesn't help. So let's just play this and pass. Poison Stab. Strike. We are a few turns out still. This is like 15. Okay. I think we go Bouncing Flask. This is 12. Plus 5 would be 17. That goes to 51. 51 twice still isn't lethal, so I think it's just block, block, Deadly Poison. That's a Shadow Meld plus blocks, I suppose. And that's a big lethal for me. Just kidding, we almost missed it. That was almost really bad. Adrenaline sounds great. I would love an adrenaline to play our relaxes. I want to upgrade so bad. I guess it's not worth fighting the elite if we want to upgrade, but if we're going to upgrade before the boss, then we could just rest. We're also, like, I feel like we didn't pick stuff, but, like, we had such a solid plan to deal with Decimillipede that I feel like not fighting it would make me sad. But now I feel like I'm jinxing it, which is exactly why I'm going to rest, and then fight this elite, and then lose to Decimillipede, and it's going to be awesome. Hello, Decimillipede. Hey, we even drew the thing on turn 0. Let's do it. Okay, here is Neutralize. Here's a Fan of Knives. That's 44 damage, and here's a Flick Flack. And it's really that easy. Awesome. I'm kind of interested in second Deflect here. We are drawing a lot of cards, and Blur plus Deflect is always great. Shadow Meld plus Deflect is always great. And like our deck is going to be down to like a bunch of blocks, plus Noxious Fumes, Poison Stab, Bouncing Flask. Would be really interested in a Burst if we could find it. And I'm going to take the second Deflect. Hello there. Do we want to relax? I think we want to play our poison cards before we lose them. It's 29 poison. We're looking at Backflip, Survivor, and I guess we can draw into our Deflects. Heck yeah! They basically block for nothing. That's so awesome. This encounter is awesome. There's our Noxious Fumes. This is attacking for a number that I don't care about because I'm going to Fire Potion it. Alright. Is Hand Trick interesting to us? We only have Acrobatics, I think. We just have Acrobatics. I'm interested in a second one, though, because we have 2 Deflects. Would love to upgrade something that makes me do more damage. None of these really do that except for maybe Deadly Poison. I don't think we need 2 energy on Adrenaline. It's possible that upgraded Acrobatics is really good for like the deflect value, but I am concerned about us not doing enough damage. Perhaps the way to fix that is to draw more cards, or we could play extra safe because we're probably going to be taking a lot of damage off the Disintegrate and go 17 HP. Doesn't feel great, but our deck is quite slow, so I'm just going to play it safe. Let's go ahead and go Noxious Fumes, Bouncing Flask. Like, honestly, even like upgraded Neutralize for the 2 Weaken would have been nice. Just going to go ahead and relax here. Take a bit of damage. I guess I could have weakened it. Take this Weaken here now. Kind of want to get the Fan of Knives out of the deck, but I want to play these poison cards. We want an Adrenaline. Perhaps we draw our Relax. There's the Relax. Here's a Deflect. We want to draw past these Defends because they're not super great. Drawing 4 Defends next turn. Sadly, we do not have a Blur. We would have loved a Blur here. That's 40 block. We're getting debuffed. Ah, there's the Bouncing Flask. Whoopsie. Disintegrate Part 2 is okay. Perhaps we could have taken Sloth, but we have tons of block. I'm going to pitch this Fan of Knives. It's a 6. It's going to be 52, then, like 54, right? I think we're blocking. And then I think we're... Let's try to find Shadow Meld or Deflect. We didn't find either. Blur is still more than Survivor. Take a bit of damage. There's Poison Stab, Deflect. I suppose that was some sequencing. So, still not dead this turn, which means we do still need to block. This is currently for 13 plus 16 is 29 damage. This is only 5. Show me some deflects. That's a blur. Yep. Most we got. Let's take a big chunk. And we are at 12, so it's a good thing we rested. Sequencing a little bit there, but our deck is quite slow. I'm very concerned about Doormaker. And frankly, I'm a little concerned about Test Subject. Bullet Time does seem kind of sweet, because we can, like, Bullet Time, play our Relaxed, and it's possible that we can just go, like, acro, backflip. It's a little awkward with the deflects, but... It's probably not good enough, I think. The Hunt would allow us to find more cards, which requires us to do hallway fights. After Image and Blur is nice, and then I think After Image plus our Deflects is also good, so let's take the After Image. Okay, we have Signet Ring, Looming Fruit, and the 5th card you play is free. Pretty sure it's going to be the gold here. Then we can spend it on the shop immediately. Probably fighting an elite is okay, and then we have late shop as well. That's kind of nice. We're just going to run it down, take the Signet Ring, and then would love to see an Accelerant. I'm not really sure what else we could do, though. This fight actually threatens to kill me, like, straight up. So how are we going to do something about that? I don't think it's Deflect. I think it might be Acrobatics to hopefully find... There's a Bouncing Flask. But, kind of wanted to play this Noxious Fumes. It's really awkward. I'm gonna say we don't have a whole lot of time, so let's just, play the Flask. Oh, I just realized, I didn't even think about this, so... Bouncing Flask is 4, 8, 12, so it actually doubles the entire thing. I didn't know that. Did not know that at all. There's a Blur in our deck. We are currently not on a 3-turn clock, but we want to make it a 3-turn clock. If we draw... Well, we have, like, Blur Deflect next turn. And then we could potentially draw any of our poison stuff off of this. So I think that's okay. Here's, like, a Deflect and a Blur and a Backflip. There's our Deadly Poison. The other one is Poison Stab or Bouncing Flask. It's going to be 30, then 30, so I think we just block. Definitely lost runs to this guy, and I'm not enthused with my slow poison deck to see him. Okay, Snakebite, Prepare, Ricochet. Are we preparing? I don't think so. Honestly, like, Prepare into the card draw is, like, interesting, but I don't think it's that interesting. Okay, you draw 2 fewer cards at the start of each combat, so it basically disables our Bag of Prep. Or we lose 15 and upgrade 3 random cards. Those are all decent hits. Duplicate my deck. We get a second Noxious Fumes, a second After Image. We get another Adrenaline and more Relaxes. We get 2 Shadow Melons. So I have taken this event before, and it has been quite bad. I think in this deck it is maybe okay, because we have a lot of 0 costs, we have a lot of draw. We would love to see 2 Noxious Fumes. Duplicating these is a little awkward, but we don't have any, like, extra curses. The Deflects are good. There's a lot of good cards in our deck, so I think this is okay. The obvious concern would be the strikes and defends. What should be done about that? That is a corrosive wave. I think we buy corrosive wave. We buy chandelier. Give things sharp? I don't think so. Hidden gem is a card that we are allowed to play. It's a random card, right? Give a random card without replay. That is a way to have more stuff, but we would need to draw it, and then we need to draw the card that we give replay, which is probably not going to happen. So instead, let's go ahead and sell a strike. Going to buy some potions. Let's just buy all the potions. I wonder if prolong is worth it, because we have like some shadow melds and some after images and stuff. Sure. And we're at max HP, so sort of interested in innating both of these after images, honestly. Just to make sure we can block, because our deck isn't particularly consistent, because we duplicated it. Are we blocking here is a great question. We have this juicy noxious fumes. Take 20 is a lot. I think this is why we bought the dexterity potion. Okay. So we need to get the artifact away somehow. So I think that starts with this. We could find a noxious fumes off this acrobatics. We did not. That is 4 burns. I think the very funny thing about this fight is that we have so many cards in our deck that it is unlikely for these burns to matter. I think getting attacked for 45 does matter, though. I would love to find a Shadow Meld. Please. Okay. What is our plan here? It's like we kind of do just need to block, but also if we find a Shadow Meld, we're pretty happy. We go like Shadow Meld plus defend, deflect. That's like 16 plus 18. Blocks this turn pretty good. We don't get to see a whole lot of cards. So maybe deflect. And then this is... Well, we also want to discard the bad luck. So this seems right. There's the Shadow Meld. And then this is for 18. Still take a bit of damage. Not great. There's a bunch of flask. Four burns. Let's double up on our block. Get an next turn as well. This deck is atrociously slow for this fight. Now we're getting attacked for 50. Oh my god. These relaxes sure are in my hand. I guess we take 2. Corrosive Wave, Adrenalines, huh? Looks good to me. Corrosive Wave, not quite the win con that it used to be. Flip. Ooh, that bad luck is going to hit us for some damage. 13. Eat it. This is now 55. Let's go After Image, Shadow Meld, Shadow Meld. Pretty funny, honestly. We still take damage here. So Elite Fight was a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be. To be completely honest. Artifact really slowing us down, also eating our double poison charge. Don't think I'm interested in any of these. Just hoping to get to the boss, basically, at this point. I guess to the next shop. This is an encounter with a lot of people in it. think we're gonna play some blocks. We'll play some, like, Blur, Prolong, and we don't take any damage. Okay. Making sure. I mean, 29 block. Shadow Mallow, draw some cards. It's a Noxious Fumes. I think the Noxious Fumes is our first debuff, if I'm correct. So it'll apply 6. No, we played something else. Okay. We're definitely still blocking, and this does not take any of them out, unfortunately. So this is 32. I think we just do this. Oh, that bad luck was in my hand. That thing is really doing damage to us. It's definitely doing damage. Suppose it's a bit awkward, particularly with poison, because we have to wait. So if we're ever waiting, it's quite bad. I think we're just not going to take the backflip because of the bad luck. I'm going to be honest. We are concerned now about drawing the bad luck and then dying. Don't think we need to play the relaxes as much as I want to. Let's go After Image, Deflect Blur. Poison side? We are basically dead to drawing bad luck. So we would ideally want to resolve our acrobatics in a way that lets us survive. This is 18. We do have several acrobatics in our deck. Only one bad luck. So, here's a Bouncy Flask. And to relax. Okay. A little bit of lost block there. Have Adrenaline. Still no bad luck, which is great. I mean, is it great? Let me think about that one for a second. I think we play this Acrobatics to try and discard bad luck. We didn't find it, which is really awkward. If we Adrenaline, we can play Survivor to discard it. Still didn't find it. So it sure is in there, and we only have like one Acrobatics, one Survivor left. Okay, let's see if we're lucky. No bad luck in here. We can draw it with the backflip, and we do have a discard. Okay. Let's go ahead and play this backflip. We still haven't found this thing. That is incredibly concerning. For long. I guess Corrosive Wave. Acrobatics. Wow. This is either the luckiest or unluckiest I've ever been. Because we are going to draw that bad luck, and there is no discard outlet in the deck. Okay, what do we do about that? Well, we need to not die this turn, is the first thing. So I'm kind of looking at this Blur. I think I'm looking at Blur, and I'm looking at Deadly Poison. We do need to draw a discard outlet here or we're dead. Thank God. Okay. That was very stressful. Blocks up here. Gotta love when Slay the Spire is like, you can play at a very high level. I'm not saying that what I'm doing is at high level, but we did play with the cognizance that there was a bad luck in our deck. Mind you, we did get hit by it twice already. But we were playing with the intention of, hey, we do need to pair this discard outlet with the bad luck or we die. And then we tried really hard, and then it would have worked out if we just played relatively normally and then drew the bad luck. I mean, maybe the different turns, like where I was drawing cards, were mattered for where our turnover was when we actually got the deck flip, so that is fair. Is it acrobatics time? I want to say no. I think we have enough acrobatics in our deck. It's going to be heal. I'm really hoping this is not a hallway fight. Thank God. We would love to get skill with energy. Thank you. I think red is good for us. It's our first turn really bad. Excuse me. We can go just play After Image and then have 4 energy for the rest of the fight. It's pretty awkward, man. Let's do the card remove, because we definitely want to do that. Now we think. I think Hand of Greed right now seems pretty good. Equilibrium is a great card to just have. Footwork is also nice. It really is just the bread. It's like, can we afford to be doing nothing on turn 0 versus Test Subject and Doormaker? I actually think the answer might be yes. We could also, like, get a potion off of this. Could also rest, because I don't think we're upgrading anything. Upgrading an individual card doesn't seem like it'll do much. So maybe what we do, I'm pretty sure I can buy all of this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go like Equilibrium. We're gonna get this colorless potion. We're going to get Footwork. We're gonna get the bread, and we're gonna get Mailbox. The hope with Mailbox is that we get some kind of potion that gives us like a free block to cover our first turn. That doesn't do that. We do have HP though, so we just eat this like 22. You know what? Actually, this is kind of fine now that I think about it. This looks kind of okay. Sweet. Now we're just concerned about all the rest of the turns of, that's bad luck. And we don't have a discard outlet in hand. Let's draw a card. That's in the center space. This game wants me to die. That is a Fisticuffs. Put every rare card from your draw pile into your hand. What does that do? That puts Shadow Meld in our hand. And After Image and Corrosive Wave and Adrenaline. We're trying to find a way to discard this battle. I think if we Adrenaline, we can maybe do it. I really should have played all of the other cards first. Oh, God. Okay, we're panicking. We're panicking. This is a Bouncing Flask. And we take 13 HP damage. Not ideal, let me tell you. Here's a Footwork. We're looking for Shadow Meld. We are still looking for Shadow Meld. We did not find Shadow Meld. We are going to continue looking for Shadow Meld until morale improves. We still didn't find Shadow Meld. Here's a Relax and a Deflect. And perhaps a Blur if we manage to keep any of our block. I think Phase 1 Test Subject makes me never want to play Poison deck ever for any reason. I think that's just what I'm gonna say. Keep throwing blocks out there. We would have loved to see like a Accelerant which we never saw. Now getting attacked for 109. If we Bouncing Flask, that's 12. 12 plus 7 is 19. 29, 31, and that's not quite enough. We have a Fire Potion, so I think it's going to be okay. Discard this Foot Flak. No Bouncing Flask. So we can Fire Potion. Now it flips for sure. I think we Relax Prolong. Take a really prolonged Relax. Okay, Painful Stabs time. Find our Bouncing Flask. Finally find a Shadow Meld. I guess we passed over one and I didn't notice. We would love to find Blur if we can. We did not find Blur. This is going to be Bouncing Flask and Poison Stab. I guess a well-laid plans probably would have helped. I mean, we have Equilibrium. That's basically well-laid plans. That's an Adrenaline. Discard the Bad Luck. Me remembering that Bad Luck is on our deck. Okay. I think we're out here blocking. Kind of want to like hold on to this hand. Don't ask me why, because I don't have an answer for you. Maybe it was just because there were blocks in my hand. Here's Noxious Fumes. Sadly, we're not holding onto this hand again, so we can't Corrosive Wave. Is 4 poison really going to be the difference here? Probably not, right? I think what the difference will be is if I have block next turn with this Blur. Shadow Meld, plucked. Let's play all our cards. That should be phase 3 for us. How can we best prepare for getting attacked next turn? Yeah, one else going to be really funny, and I'm going to start talking now, despite the fact that I still have a very, very real chance of dying, is that we probably don't care about Doorkeeper deleting every 10th draw, because we have like 60 cards in our deck, which is really funny. Right, Nemesis. It's you and me and you. Okay, holding this hand would be great. Here is a Poison Stab. Need to be aware that Bad Luck is still in our deck. It's still there. Hasn't gone anywhere. Can't remove it. Here is a Blur, Corrosive Wave Acrobatics. If we drew only a backflip there, we would not have fit because we could draw Bad Luck, and that'd be really bad. Still no Bad Luck. Do we play the backflip? I don't think so. I think we wait. It's a big weight angle. Okay. No Bad Luck. Mad Science still in the deck. We go for it. Discard this Bad Luck. Mad Science. We Blur into next turn. We bounce on it. And Survivor, thankfully, allows us to block here. I think we still take some damage. Unfortunately. Striking does not help us here. We already went past the bad luck, so we just have to survive one turn? One turn? And I think we're there. Really would have loved an accelerant for this turn. Like, really, really desperately badly. Alright, let's see if we can beat New Doormaker, because I actually haven't fought this boss since the redo. This enemy intends to summon monsters. This enemy has ads? What? I'm very concerned. We risk it. Risk it to get this second afterimage into play. Oh. Hi there. Is it gonna go away later? Huh. You have to discard this. Okay. We take like 39? Oh my goodness. Okay, now it's doing something else. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh, I think we're dead. $37. We're not dead. We're not dead. Okay, what's yours is now mine. You got it. I wasn't aware we got married. So we're just gonna shift through these modes and eat all of my cards, I guess. That's the plan. $69 block. Okay. So we have like Shadow Meld, Relax. I think Shadow Meld, Relax, Prolong. It's not actually that good. I think we have to play this Poison Stab. There's no bad luck in our deck. We can draw Footwork here. We didn't. That is 75. 75. Could be death. Wait. What did it go up? Oh, it also gives strength. Ooh. I think we're looking for does Shadow Meld even do it? We're looking for like Neutralize plus Shadow Meld, I think. It's a bunch of deflects and stuff. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be enough. Okay, the highest blocks in my hand are this Blur and this. And let's defend. And then I think we eat dirt here. Well, GG. New Doormaker exists. Darn, we were pretty close. Yeah, I wonder if I could have prepared for that better. If maybe if I'm not playing the acrobatics or something, I'm not sure. But yep. Let's run. Thanks so much, everybody. See you all in the next one. Bye.